have an update this afternoon on wildfires burning in Washington. What evacuations are in place at this hour?
And we've got sunshine, blue skies. It's feeling like every little bit of summertime. Your full forecast in just a few moments.
And since, well, it's National Kitten Day, we'll take a look at the top cat-loving cities. And guess what? 2 Washington cities made it high on the list. We'll tell you where they are. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti. We have a lot to get to today. We have fires burning across the region. We have warm weather. And, of course, everyone wants to know what to expect as we head into the weekend, both for outdoor recreation, of course, any firefighting needs as well. And we have my good friend Brandon T. Jones filling in today here in the Outdoor Weather Center. Brandon, what's on tap for this afternoon?
Hey there, Laura. Well, it's some warm weather. I feel like the 4th of July, that was our official push into summer. I think prior to that, we were dealing with a little bit of cooler temperatures and just kind of not really summer-like conditions. But right now, this weekend, we're expecting every bit of summer. Here's our weather headlines. Warm and dry weather continues. Not expecting to see any rain really in the forecast over at least the next week or so. Of course, we'll keep a close eye on that, but at this point, it's dry. Highs in the 80s. It does feel like we're almost, if we're not at 80 right now, probably a little bit close to that. And breezy conditions also returning this Saturday with gusts potentially up to 30 miles per hour. Taking a live look over beautiful downtown Spokane. Look at that shot right there. The mountains in the background, the clock tower. It's looking good out there. Perfect opportunity to get out there for a walking right there. 80 degrees right on the dot. So winds a little bit gusty at 6 miles per hour, but again, we are expecting those winds to pick up and gust just a little bit later today into the weekend as well. So we'll talk about that as well in our extended forecast. As for our forecasted highs here throughout the inland northwest today, 87 in Spokane, expecting to hit 90 over there in Coeur d'Alene. We'll keep an eye on that as well, see if you actually hit that 90-degree mark. 89 up in Newport, 88 over in Sandpoint. In a couple of minutes, we'll get you that extended look at your full forecast, but we'll toss it back into the studio.
Brandon, appreciate it. Fire officials have confirmed that a wildfire near Okanogan has now destroyed 3 homes. The fire has grown to nearly 3,000 acres, and we are sitting at 0% containment there. Earlier today, evacuations were downgraded to level 2 get set evacuations. The Okanogan County Emergency Management says crews stayed on scene overnight to slow down the fire. And then talking about Boundary County, a fire is burning just south of the Canadian border. It is called the Upper Smith Creek Fire. So far, it has burned about 150 acres. As of right now, there are no evacuations, however, in place. We'll keep an eye on that. And then moving to Douglas County, level 3 evacuations are, however, still in place because of the deadly Chelan Hills Fire. That fire has grown steady since burning nearly 10,000 acres over the weekend. Today, we're getting a look at new cell phone video showing firefighters surrounded on all sides by flames when they were caught in the fast-moving fire July 4th. All right, Sebastian Robertson with our Seattle sister station brings us the story from Douglas County this afternoon.
The fire that sparked over the holiday weekend burned hot and fast, so fast that firefighters became trapped, including a father-son pair. Crews first responded to the Chelan Hills Fire shortly after midnight on July 4th. By the next day, firefighters from across the state had joined the fight. Among them were Chelan County Fire District 5 Captain Adam Rasmussen and his 23-year-old son, Gunnar. About 15 minutes after arriving, shifting winds, rapidly changing conditions left crews surrounded by flames with no choice but to retreat to a safety zone and let the fire burn over them.
It was surreal. It was almost like I thought to myself after the fact, how did I end up there as a firefighter with my experience? And to this day, I'm still wondering that, and I'm probably going to be wondering that my whole life.
Roughly 24 fire units took shelter, turning hoses on themselves as the flame front passed. Everyone survived, though some firefighters suffered minor burns and smoke inhalation. Captain Rasmussen had nothing but praise for his crew. He says they fell back on their training and did not panic. As for the captain and his son, after this event, both say they have no interest in leaving the fire service anytime soon. In Douglas County, Sebastian Robertson, King 5 News.
Well, and as you heard there, all firefighters survived, with 3 taken to a hospital with minor injury. Dozens of homes burned down, and one person who was trying to evacuate was found dead. So it's proven to be a very dangerous fire. We do know one of the buildings that was destroyed was the vacation rental, the Hobbit Inn. The owner says she built it 11 years ago and has hosted thousands of guests. The property was not insured for wildfire damage. The owner is now raising money to rebuild. An online fundraiser has already raised about $4,200 in just one day. And we do have an update on the 7 people hurt in a fire incident in Pierce, Idaho over the holiday weekend. All 7 of them were hurt after an explosion at a small gathering involving a gas container near a fire. One of the victims, Tristan Bonner, says the blast caused severe injuries and caused the left side of his body to be permanently changed. All of the victims are between 18 and 28 years old, and they are being treated at Harborview Medical Center in Seattle. We spoke to doctors to learn more about their conditions.
And then we have started working toward getting the 3rd degree and deeper burns off of patients so that they don't have the ongoing inflammation that drives their critical illness, and then helps work toward serial debridements and reconstruction of their wounds to work on getting their skin reconstructed and ultimately, that small part of getting them back to life.
The Idaho State Fire Marshal's office says they are still investigating what happened. And today, the Spokane Public Library is yet again heading into a budget shortfall for next year. They say if the city of Spokane does not give them more funding, they will have to make some big cuts. They would have to close all libraries on senior and daycare services in half. It would also impact what the library is able to purchase, like books and other materials. The library is asking the city of Spokane for $2.3 million in bridge funding for 2027. All right, 7 minutes past noon right now. Here is a live look outside. And if you are looking for something to do this weekend, well, we'll share some good options coming up after the break.